name's Mark. I'm from the UK, just north of Manchester in the UK. What drew me to Kit One was because I'd looked at quite a few different people who were working with WD Gann material, and it was, it was it's advanced concepts, but I think the thing that drew me down to Kit was a very normal way. It wasn't trying to cloud it in mystery and mystique like some people. It was very usable stuff and very, I don't know, I know it sounds a bit cliche, but it really did resonate with me, and that was the main reason that, he was a teacher I've been looking for all these years. I think the alerts that the Astro signal alerts are, they work on two levels. One is that it's a really positive heads up to some impending sort of movement in the market, but also I think it's very educational because there's a rationale behind it. Kit's using his methodology that he's teaching, and oftentimes he will make corrections based on that information, or he will give some heads up as to why the market's moving towards certain types of energy, or it's moving in a certain direction for a certain reason or a certain price point based on calculations. So I think it's been very effective. I'll be honest, I've not put a massive amount of money in there because I'm used to trading. I'm moving into sort of semi-retirement, and I've had a lifelong passion with energy and sort of sacred geometry and things like that. And it's just beautiful now to see something that I can get my head around in an amazing way that has an income stream attached to it. So to have that mentor kind of giving me nudges on alerts and saying, hey, clock on this one, here's one coming up, this would be really useful here. And also giving some of the backstory to it, then I can sort of understand why that position is where it is. I think that's really useful. And in terms of comparing it with others, I've tried the odd thing, not in a meaningful way, to be honest, because they never felt right. And I'm coming back to that feeling thing. This does feel right. Connecting with you guys mostly over email like I've done so far has been amazing. And just having this opportunity to share my thoughts on the Astro trading signals is so exciting because, yeah, it's really working for me. I think when I look at the positions, that come through with the trading signals, obviously I'll act on them because why wouldn't I? This quality information that's founded in something that's dear to my heart in terms of the deeper mysteries of the universe energetically and mathematically. But I think also, so yes, good to put the trades on and to see how the trades pan out and that, but also to use it as a bit of a pointer for me. So I can then, even long after I put the trade on, I'll go back and I'll look at the points and the stop losses and just try and get a deeper understanding, behind it, and then tying that in with the study I'm doing with yourselves. It's another layer. So it's two things in one. It's a beautiful way to trade and make some money, but also to embed the learning, which to be honest with you, that is as important to me as the money. The money's good, obviously. Going into retirement, this is a nice way of doing something I love and creating an income as well. So yeah, it's definitely working on two levels for me, and I recommend it to anybody. I think the most rewarding ones are ones where I sort of catch it at the last minute, and then I wake up the following morning and check my trading account, and there's money. One of my big things is making money while you sleep, and that's one of the real things that's exciting me about this, is that I have confidence in Kit and yourselves, and the methodology derived from Gann that you're using. So I have confidence in it. I don't put it on and worry. I put it on and get excited. And some, like I said before, trying to understand it. But I think now I'm getting the confidence to go bigger, and the more studying I'm doing with you, I'll get in the confidence to have a bigger bank and put more investment in. So I've kind of been dipping my toes in the waters, to be honest. But yeah, I think the overnight ones where, you wake up and maybe there's for me, playing around with it, maybe a couple of $100 come in. It's not earth-shattering money, but it's a good indicator of what's to come. So you can always upscale on bank and investment. I think it's more for me about getting confidence in the methodology, and I'm certainly getting that working with you guys.